Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Colt Johnson from 90 Day Fiancé is finally turning the page after years of turbulence, making his return on 90 Day Hunt for Love while also working to repair his strained relationship with his mom, Debbie Johnson, on 90 Day Diaries. Colt was first introduced as a mild-mannered software engineer from Las Vegas in Season 6, where his whirlwind marriage to Brazilian partner Larissa Lima ended within a year, following a series of personal and legal issues, as well as Colt's famously close bond with his over-involved mother. Debbie used to cook for Colt, do his laundry, and even drive him to and from work. Colt described himself as a mommy's boy. Debbie's involvement also contributed to Colt's breakup with Jess Caroline, which created friction between him and Vanessa Guerra. After their separation, Debbie began living temporarily in Port Coquitlam, British Columbia, Canada, with her boyfriend, Tomi Starcevic. She's currently in the process of securing permanent residency. Meanwhile, Colt is ready to date again after his divorce from Vanessa in 2024 and a period of physical recovery following an accident. Colt and Debbie had lived together for most of his life. Though Debbie had always been a dominant presence, she had also been a constant support through many of Colt's life events. However, their relationship took a downturn 2 years ago during the Single Life Tell-All. Frustrated, Colt decided to cut contact, and that event marked the last time he saw her. Colt had come to recognize that their dynamic had grown unhealthy, with him feeling that Debbie frequently inserted herself into his personal affairs. When Colt confronted Debbie at the tell-all, it was to address how she had become upset after learning he and Vanessa planned to move out. Colt had asked Debbie to embrace more independence, which led to an emotional moment where Debbie broke down, saying she was trying to create space between them. However, Colt questioned the sincerity of her reaction, feeling she was trying to make him feel guilty. Colt also expressed disapproval of Debbie's relationship with Toni, and even claimed he no longer wanted to refer to her as his mother. It was a turning point in their bond, once defined by closeness. In episode 6 of 90 Day Diaries, Colt was shown living in Morgan, Utah. He had recently left Utah to stay with his Uncle John on a farm. Colt explained that life had been challenging and he needed a fresh start. He said he enjoyed farm life, and his uncle appreciated seeing Colt rebuild his life. At that point, Colt had gone through a divorce, moved states, and lost his job. John expressed relief that Colt chose Utah over other options, such as heading straight to Canada. Colt revealed that Debbie didn't know his exact whereabouts. He had been texting her occasionally, but hadn't directly told her about his separation from Vanessa. John encouraged Colt to visit Debbie in Canada. "Take a week, 2 weeks, whatever works," John advised, adding that Colt should finish his chores before leaving. Colt acknowledged John's concern, though he felt his uncle couldn't fully understand the complexities of his relationship with his mom. In episode 7, Colt disclosed that he had made it to Canada and was en route to see his mother for the first time in 2 years. He had come to realize that he still wanted Debbie in his life. Yet he feared they might slip back into old arguments and reopen emotional wounds. Despite the concern, he saw the reunion as a moment of reflection and hoped to reconnect meaningfully. Debbie, meanwhile, was cautious. She questioned whether Colt might be going through something serious to visit her after such a long silence. When they reunited at the airport, they embraced warmly, as if no time had passed. Colt stayed with Debbie and Toni at their home. The following morning, he told Debbie about the divorce and how he had moved in with Uncle John. Debbie's reaction surprised Colt. She didn't seem hurt or upset. Instead, she was glad he chose to stay with John. Colt had expected some disappointment, perhaps even guilt. But instead, he felt a sense of relief, wondering why he hadn't made the move sooner. Debbie and Toni both encouraged Colt to take time for himself and figure out his next steps. Colt made the most of his time in Canada, spending quality time with his mother and her partner. In September 2024, 90 Day Fiancé update shared clips, likely from Colt's Instagram stories, of him enjoying time with the couple. The clips featured heartwarming scenes of Debbie and Tony taking Colt shopping at a local market, with Colt appearing genuinely happy to be back with his mom. Being away from someone he had loved so deeply must have been emotional. Of their public confrontation, Debbie made a life-changing decision to move to Canada with her partner, Tony. This physical separation proved to be a catalyst for emotional healing. Debbie reported that the distance allowed both of them to reflect and adjust their relationship dynamics. She mentioned that they now communicate 3 to 4 times a week, primarily through text messages and occasionally via phone calls. Debbie viewed this new arrangement positively, noting, "I think it's probably a good thing to have the separation, and we're good with that." The evolution of their relationship signifies a move towards healthier boundaries. Colt has been focusing on his marriage with Vanessa, while Debbie is enjoying her new life in Canada, celebrating milestones like her 1-year anniversary with Tony. Their current interaction style reflects a mutual understanding and respect for each other's space, a stark contrast to their previously enmeshed relationship. In a more recent update, Shabuti posted a video in May showing Debbie and Colt visiting the Saturday market in Portland, Oregon. The slow-motion video captured them walking through the market, with Debbie riding a mobility scooter. Another photo from Shabuti showed Tony posing with Debbie and Colt, suggesting he joined them on the trip. It's unclear whether Debbie, Tony, and Colt are now living in Portland, but fans may soon find out, especially with Colt's anticipated return to 90 Day Fiancé. In summary, Colt and Debbie Johnson have transitioned from a highly interdependent relationship to one that respects individual boundaries and fosters personal growth. Their journey highlights the complexities of familial bonds and the importance of space and communication in nurturing healthier connections. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.